just look around. You got the mountains, you got the most beautiful city in the whole entire country. The university is absolutely, looks like it's out of a storybook. It's just beautiful. People are incredibly genuine and extremely nice. It's just a place that obviously I'd want my kids to go to school. And it sells itself. You don't have to sell anything about this place. You just got to get them here. You know, the old field of dreams. Yeah. Build it and they will come. It's already built.
Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley, and it is another busy day here at the Talkin VAWLS Network. The Indie Kid is covering every single sport imaginable. I'm waiting on him to start putting out videos about tennis and rowing. The kid does it all. He's covered the basketball program today. He's covered the baseball program today. I encourage you to go check out those videos. I'm trying to keep you guys up to date with what's going on in football, but it's so fluid. It changes every hour, it seems. It feels like a full-time job to be right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network with you guys, but I wouldn't have it any other way. Tyler Barron, Tennessee defensive end, entered the transfer portal yesterday. Today, just 24 hours later, he has withdrawn his name from the transfer portal. So we'll take a look at that and maybe do a little speculating. We'll look at what this means, but as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that thumbs up just below the video. Helps the channel, helps the analytics. It plays the numbers game over in the YouTube world, so we would appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We are fans just like you. So if you enjoy what we do here, go ahead and subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop new content. Let's jump right into it. This is an article from Rocky Top Talk. Tyler Barron withdraws name from transfer portal. He spent just one day in the portal. Now let's talk about it, because when I dropped the video yesterday talking about Tyler Barron, you know, a lot of people in the comment section were talking about his dad. His dad was part of the UT football support staff. He worked under Butch Jones. He worked under Jeremy Pruitt. He worked under Josh Heupel. Depending on who you ask, this past couple of months ago, he retired, air quotes, or he was forced out. We were also told that Philip Fulmer retired, which we all know is not the case. He was forced out with Jeremy Pruitt. We all know that. We all realize it. But the speculation on Tyler Barron's dad is that he was also forced out. I don't know what's true. I don't pretend to know what's true there, but a lot of people thinking that is why Tyler Barron entered the portal. But what is the real reason? Why did he enter the portal? It's 2022. The transfer portal and NIL is changing the game. We're calling it free agency with no salary cap. Just dropped a video on the Oklahoma quarterback, Caleb Williams, who entered the portal. He's being offered $1 million out in the open on Twitter for everybody to see. It is changing the game, and I think we're going to see this a lot moving forward. I think kids are going to enter the transfer portal, open up the lines of communication, and then they will decide whether or not they want to come back or if they want to move elsewhere. Let's go on and look at the article here. It says, just one day, almost exactly 24 hours ago, defensive end Tyler Barron entered the transfer portal. Today, he has removed his name, according to Matt Zenitz on three. Says, you can see the tweet there. Tennessee defensive lineman Tyler Barron, who went into the portal yesterday, has now withdrawn his name, On Three Sports has learned. The article here says, sudden change of heart. More NIL money coming from somewhere in Knoxville? Who knows? And that is something else. That is an ongoing topic when it comes to Tennessee football. Are they doing a good enough job? Are they doing a good enough job when it comes to NIL? You hear about the Spire Group in Knoxville. You can give donations directly to the Spire Group, and they're going to funnel it into NIL deals. So I think Tennessee is ahead of the curve. I think Tennessee is doing their due diligence, but also you have to ask yourself, how far can they go? Based on the NCAA investigation, how far can Tennessee go? When you've got teams like Texas A&M spending $25 million on incoming recruits, which is apparently illegal, but they're allowed to do it. You've got the kid from Oklahoma transferring out, being offered $1 million on Twitter. That's illegal, but they're doing it. Tennessee can't cross those lines. Tennessee has to walk on eggshells. They have to follow the rules at this point in time. Article goes on to say, regardless of the reason, Tennessee will gladly welcome back one of their most important defensive players. The Volunteers need Barron to return to his post as they replace key pieces of their defense this offseason. His return marks what would have been a dire need off the board. I agree with that. I agree. Tyler Barron hitting the portal. The other two didn't bother me. Long snapper, fine. I get it. It is what it is. D. Beckwith, I talked about it a lot yesterday. We created this legacy for him. We created this pipe dream of what D. Beckwith was supposed to be, similar to Harrison Bailey. They got hyped up and built up so much. People want to change his position. They want to make him a tight end. They want to put him in the slot. They want to move him around just because he's so big and he's such an athlete. I think we created this monster, but D. Beckwith couldn't get on the field. So he moves on. Tennessee looking at the Wake Forest leading rusher in the transfer portal. I made a video on that earlier. I encourage you to go and check that out. Tennessee is in hot pursuit. But when you look at Tyler Barron, you know, that's one that kind of surprised me yesterday because he was on Tennessee Prime. He was talking about his love for the Volunteers. And I hated to see him go. And he is a guy that you kept waiting for more. I felt like he never took that next step this past season. It was always BY. We were always talking about BY and him being that guy coming off the edge. I want Tyler Barron to take that next step. And him coming back, you still need Jared Verse. We're still waiting on a decision from Jared Verse. But it lightens the blow if Jared Verse ends up at Florida State. Goes on to say, clearly Tennessee could still use more depth at defensive end, but getting Barron back heading into his junior season is obviously a big win for Josh Heupel and Tim Banks. The former four-star prospect is a Knoxville native, and his brief entry into the portal did seem strange on the surface. Barron was not recruited by this staff when he signed, but they obviously did their share to play catch-up over the last 24 hours. Barron rejoins Byron Young at defensive end, each looking to take that next step forward. Barron totaled 4 sacks last season, adding 7 tackles for loss and 30 total tackles. So that's the article. Tyler Barron pulls his name out of the transfer portal. What do you guys think of this one? What do you guys think? Do you think it was a case of checking the portal, seeing if there was a better NIL deal out there? The rumor was he was very interested in going to Kentucky. But here we are just 24 hours later, and he's remaining at Tennessee. Is this a win for Josh Heupel? Is this a win for Tim Banks? Or is it more of a case of, I'm going to test the waters and see what I can get from me? I'm going to see what type of NIL deal I can get. Because the ongoing theme on social media for the plugs for the video yesterday, in the comment section, even everybody blamed it on his dad being forced out. Again, don't know the full story there. But it is what it is. Tyler Barron is coming back. I think this is big. I think it's good. I think it's crucial because his leaving was going to put a lot of strain on Garner to win Jared Verse. But now when you look at the defensive line, I feel a little bit better. Amari Thomas, Byron Young, Tyler Barron. Got some more guys coming back. DeJoun Terry. I am so excited about DeJoun Terry going into next year. He was a guy that when he hit the portal and he committed to Tennessee, man, I just feel like he is an athlete. He's got the size. He's got the strength. He is a raw talent. And I thought he would come along under Rodney Garner, and we saw that as the season progressed. I'm excited to see a full off season, more development, and see what DeJoun Terry can do going into 2022. But again, that's it for this one. Tyler Barron withdraws his name. Hit that comment section. Let me know what you guys think. If you have not done so yet, please smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, do me a favor. Go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin' VAWLS Network. Let me get it up on the screen here so you guys can see it. Go to bonfire.com/store/TalkinVAWLS. Any and all support greatly appreciated. Again, that's bonfire.com/store/TalkinVAWLS. But that's going to wrap it up for this one. Check out all the content we dropped today. Basketball videos, baseball videos, 2 football videos. You guys, you make this channel what it is. I enjoy interacting with you guys. We appreciate it. We thank you. We love you. This is the Talkin' VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.
The songs howl like we poets sat in arcades, soaking moonlit falls, unbroken past this inundated orb that we draw home, and it's night and I'm alone and I'm alive.